Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. In this video today, we're going to talk about another offering from JF EGWO. This is model P40. This is a 4,000 amp peak portable car jump starter. So I want to say thank you right off the bat from JF EGWO for sending this out for review. Let's go ahead and get started. Multifunction, it's a powerful battery pack with 103.6 watt hours of capacity. That is 28,000 milliamp hour. Features 3 USB ports, a 400 lumen LED light that has 3 modes. It's got SOS, Spotlight, and Strobe, and a 15 volt 10 amp port for powering any 15 volt or 12 volt DC devices such as tire inflators, inverters, etc. This device, as you can see, comes with a 1-year warranty. Now right here it says peaks at 4,000 amps. It's easy to start a 12 volt vehicle up to 10-liter gas engine and up to 10-liter diesel engine. That is very impressive. This has a lithium battery inside of it. RV, tractor, lawnmower, or speedboats. Builds in multiple safety protection of short circuit, reverse charge, over temperature, over discharge, overcharge, reverse polarity, and overcurrent protection systems on this device. 65 watt USB-C charging technology. During inputting and outputting, you can enjoy fast lightning recharges, and that is crazy. If you're charging something like this at 5 watts, it would take like 14 hours. 10 watts would take about 7 hours. 25 watts to charge a unit like this would take about 4.5 hours. 65 watt input, you can charge something like this in 1.2 hours using that USB-C PD port. That is just crazy. 12 volt 10 amp output, USB-A 5 volt 2.4 amp output, and then again that 65 watt USB-C PD port. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what else is included. So this box here was shipped inside of this box. So the packaging for shipment was fantastic. They did a really good job. It was well protected. So as we can see, we have a nice foam insert on the top. Here is the user guide. So feel free to hit that pause button if you see anything that you're interested in hanging on to a little longer. I got to make a comment right off the bat. I like that they've increased the size of the font so it's a little bit easier to read. Very cool. There's a breakdown of the unit. I'll try to move through this fairly quickly. There's not a lot of pages here, so just bear with me. There might be someone out there that needs this information. Very nice. There are some questions and answers. Very cool. Looks like a quality user manual. And thank you. jfegwo.com. So the next thing we see looks like the unit itself. Pick that out. And then in the bottom you have this little felt, like almost a velvet feeling bag. That's kind of cool. Nice size bag too. You could probably put the whole unit and cables and everything in there. I like that. That's nice, so you don't lose things. And congratulations, you can get a free gift. Very interesting. So that comes with the unit. And then in the bottom, there is the cables and such. So you get this little quick charger, plugs into a standard household outlet, and 20 watts, and it's USB-C. Free gift, it says. Very cool. Those are the specs on this little charger. So I think that's really cool. And then right here you have a cigarette lighter port, and this is 5.5 by 2.1, I believe. So that plugs in, and then you can power all your mini fridges and stuff like that. That's cool. And then here are the jump cables themselves. Let's take a look at those. Not too bad. Not bad. Nice heavy rivets there that go all the way through. Plastic, I'm not quite sure about all the plastic. I would have rather seen like a metal clamp. I'm just afraid of cold temperatures and stuff, this stuff getting brittle and breaking. You never know. I've seen things like that happen, but they do feel thick enough, and they feel solid. I'm not saying that they feel cheap or anything. They feel good, but I would have rather seen metal myself. What size wire is this? Number 8 AWG wire. So that's number 8 wire. And then here is the part that plugs in action and power. This plugs into the unit. It has a positive and a negative, and as you can see, they're keyed, so you cannot put this in backwards. It'll only go in one way. There's a flat spot on this one, and this one's round, so you cannot plug this in incorrectly. It'll only go in correctly. And there are some tips for jump starting. So again, the pause button might be your friend if you want to read that a little bit longer. They also include a USB cable. So it's got USB-C on both ends. Looks like a nice cable, and it has a rubber feel to it. So it feels very high quality, feels like a good cable. You know, sometimes you get a device and the stuff that you receive is just junk, but I don't get that feeling on that cable. It feels like a good cable. So as you can see, the unit comes in this little bag. We'll take a look and see what it looks like. So the first thing that we're seeing is the bottom. This has all the specs on it. It has almost a hard plastic, very soft rubbery feel to it. Got 4 little feet there. There's a look at the side. Here's a look at the end that has the flashlight. And then that is the port that plugs into the jumper cables. So very nice. There's the other side. And then here is the business end, which we would do a lot of our charging and stuff. Oh, I like how they've got all that labeled. This is very nice. Out, 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 in. Very, very interesting. I like the way they did that. Not only on the rubber itself, but on the ports themselves. Very nice job. Then here's a look at the top of the unit. I think the first thing I need to do before I do anything major with this thing is I need to get it charged. So I'm going to use one of my USB cables over here. I'm going to get this thing charged up. The inlet is going to be right there. So I will just take my USB-C. I will plug that in. And you can see that we have a green thing flashing saying that we're charging. It tells us the amount of wattage that we're bringing in. That's cool. And 73% is the status of the battery currently. I really like that very large display, LED display. That is fantastic. Very cool. So I'm going to just let this sit and charge, and I'll be back. And I'm just using a standard USB-A cable, so I'm not doing the high-speed thing. So here we are an hour later, and I'm curious what this fast charger looks like. And I know that there's a lot of you out there that are probably curious about this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this and see what that charging looks like. So let me plug in this adapter over here, and let's get this USB-C to USB-C. Okay, I'm plugged into the adapter, and this is the new USB-C. So this is the speed. You can see speed, and it's got 2 lightning bolts. And there you can see we are using the speed charge, and we're bringing in a total of 20 watts using that adapter. And here we can see charging is complete. The lights and everything have turned off. Okay, now that we have the unit fully charged, let's talk about operating this unit. It's extremely simple. Just remember that everything is a double press. So to turn the unit on, we're going to come up to this power button and we're going to double press this power button. As you can see, the high definition LED screen comes on. It's illuminated. Our battery capacity is at 100%. We are not drawing any wattage. Now, if you want to take a look at the light, the flashlight, 400 lumens, we will just double press the light button. And as you can see, the light comes on, and on the screen here you can see an indicator telling us, where my thumb is here, that the light is on. If we want to cycle through the modes and get to the strobe, we'll double press again. Now we have the strobe, and you can see the indicator changed on here to strobe. And then if we want the SOS, we'll double press again. And now you can see it is saying SOS. So it's very clear as to what the unit's doing. If we want to turn the light off in its entirety, we just double press the light button one more time and the light will turn off. We don't have any LEDs indicating anything about the light. And then if we want to turn the unit off, we'll just double press the power button once again. Whoops, didn't do it quick enough. There we go. So now let's talk about using some of the USBs and using this as a power bank. So let's go ahead and turn the unit back on. We're going to expose these ports here on the side, and we're going to pay attention to 2 ports right now. We're going to pay attention to this one and this one. We're going to use this one to charge my phone and this one to charge my GoPro. So here is my phone. I've got a cable here. This is just a standard USB-A. I'm going to plug this in to the bottom port, and we're going to use this like a power bank. There you can see my phone illuminated, and it came on, and it is now currently charging. Oops, let's pull that down again. 34 minutes until fully charged. So it's doing a good job. 37 minutes. No problem there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the cord that was included with this package. We're going to plug it in right above it. This is the USB-C, and we're going to use this to try to charge my GoPro. I've already taken the panel off the side of the GoPro. We're going to plug this in and look for this little indicator light to come on. There it is. It's illuminated red. This GoPro, this light's probably going to go off fairly soon because this thing is almost charged fully. It's like at 97%. So I'm just going to set that right down on the velvet, and we can see clearly what kind of wattage we're pulling and the status of the battery. Now, if we want to use the flashlight, you can do that as well while we're charging our devices. So it's super cool. This is a really nice little unit, and I love the way the display works. Super, super cool. And that's the battery bank portion of this device. I really like it. And of course, when we're finished with our charging and we're finished using it as a power bank, we can just double press and turn the unit off. And then charging on both devices has stopped. And again, if we have them already connected and we turn it on, both devices will start charging. We'll just wait just a second. There it goes. So the unit is extremely easy to use as a power bank. I really like it, and I love this high definition LED display. That is fantastic. I like that they use big jumbo numbers and percentages. It's very, very easy to read. Another feature that I'd like to show you right now is we can use this unit in an emergency to power our air compressor. So maybe we have a low tire or something like that. We have a cigarette plug here. We can use this adapter that came included. It's got the 5.5 by 2.1, and we're going to plug that in right here to this port. that gives us our cigarette outlet. We'll plug everything in, and now when we turn this unit on, you can see that everything is powered up. We have everything is ready to go. From here, if I want to use the air compressor, I just turn the switch on. It's going to be loud, so please bear with the noise, and we will see the wattage draw when the air compressor gets turned on. So let's give that a shot. And when I'm finished and I turn it off, I have two options. I can either turn the device off, or I can just leave it set. And if it sits long enough without any draw on the battery, this will automatically turn off to conserve the battery life of this unit. So it's really cool. It's not going to just sit there and run down and die on you. So we'll just wait a little bit and we'll see this thing shut itself off. So as you can see right there, we have no power, and if we turn this on, we have nothing. So I really like that feature that they put on this model F40. It's a really good feature. Really nice that we can use this in an emergency to pump up a tire. Okay, in this example, I have the positive terminal disconnected from the battery. Now, I filmed this in the original video and I pulled the video down and I'm re-releasing it. I made a mistake of putting the positive on the post instead of the cable. Don't know why I did that, but here we are. We're going to take a look and see if it'll jump start the truck with the positive terminal disconnected. So let's go ahead and turn the unit on. You can see that we show green and ready. We will connect the jumper cables here, just like so. We're going to go to the negative post and the positive cable, not the positive post. So let's go ahead and run on into the vehicle and see if it will start. Ooh, check that out. Yeah, 30 seconds after starting the vehicle, you have to disconnect. And there you have it. It definitely started my truck with the positive disconnected, so I'm very happy about that. Well, folks, my final thoughts on this unit are very simple. This works fantastic as a battery bank. It worked really good for charging my devices. It works really good for powering my air compressor. And it did jump my vehicle. The light works really good. It's very easy to use. The display is fantastic. And as you can see, it did have the ability to start my truck. I followed the directions to a T. Turn the unit on, connect the cables to the unit, connect the cables to the battery, start the car. Once started, remove the cables within 30 seconds and remove them from the vehicle. Because I absolutely love this unit. I think it does a good job. I love this high definition LED display. Everything about it works good, and it's good quality materials. And so folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video. If you're interested in this item, I will put links in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.